Hi, Mother Plant. Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome to the first part of the Grey Generation of my Not So Berry challenge, which is very exciting. It's so good to be able to actually 100% focus on Luna. I say 100%, it's more like 50 because we're trying to get Ash through the Strangerville mystery. Because at the moment it's like a Thursday afternoon. In fact, it's a Thursday evening. I had Ash and Stella come to the library to do their homework together, and I think Stella may have checked out. Yeah, there she goes. Stella was one of the Sims we were considering for a potential first relationship, but she does not want to do her homework. I had imagined, because Luna's not a particularly academic Sim, that maybe Stella was coaching them. So I thought that we'd go through the rules for Grey Gen just to start with. You always felt that you were different. While the rest of your family was busy messing around in the lab, you just wanted to be outside playing basketball. You're very good at sports and you dream of becoming a professional athlete. To make up for your non-existent relationship with your parents, I'm substituting the word turbulent there. You want to be there for your own children as much as possible. Oh, and you love to sing. Traits: active slob, music lover. We have active and slob. We have not yet got music lover. We'll do that obviously when Luna ages up. We have bodybuilder aspiration. We're already doing that. Career athlete. Obviously we can't do that yet. Master singing, parenting and athletic skills. They've already mastered fitness. I assume where it says athletic, they mean fitness. Master the athlete career and complete the bodybuilder aspiration. Have 3 failed relationships before finding a spouse. Marry a neat Sim. Be good friends with all of your children, and have a family movie night with your spouse and children every Sunday, which is a super cute idea. So if we're going to have Stella potentially be our relationship, let's start by making them be friends because they weren't, and that was the whole logic behind bringing them to the library. But let's be real, the librarian who is ignoring them would actually be yelling at them for playing ball. Let's go home. Now, just before I started recording, Stella actually flirted with Luna. I don't know what that was all about, and of course it was before I started recording because it would have been cool to show you guys. So these guys have come back here. It's like 10 p.m, but you can't really tell on account of the weird weather in Strangerville. I thought I'd have them go out and shoot some hoops before bed. Ash's needs are actually really good. I don't know why he's not eating because I told him to eat. I have very strong feelings about eating, but I was thinking I might have him go back to the lab. He doesn't need to sleep. Apparently, he must have had a nap when he got home. He has the modified hazmat suit. So what I did was, between parts, I had him make friends with a scientist. I think it was this Macy person. Didn't take a lot to get them to hand over the spore filter. Like, I gave them the infection profile data, they gave me a spore filter. Now, what I did do with, and this is a bit sad, because the other half of the hazmat suit was 1,000 simoleons, and I thought that wasn't super realistic that Ash would be able to come by that kind of money. I had him sell a couple of things. The main thing he sold, which covered more than half of the cost, was actually his void critter station, which is only active for child age Sims. Like, no one else can use it, which I actually think is really sad. So he couldn't actually use the void critter station, but I'd had him kind of hang on to it for sentimental reasons. I think it's kind of sad that he had to sell it, but it also was worth, like, we got 540 simoleons for it. Stella was feeling quite flirty. Why do you need to apologize? I don't know why he needed to apologize, and they were having a negative conversation earlier. Why? Look, I would be super happy with this if it had happened once they were in a relationship, because that would give me an excuse to break them up. And Luna needs 3 failed relationships, but they haven't even gotten into a relationship, which makes me think that this may not work as Luna's first relationship. The fact that the grudge is still there after we apologized, I'm actually going to send Stella home. Let me know what you guys think. I think a festering grudge, at the very least, we would have to wait for that to go away. So Ash is like, hey, look, I want to go back to the lab. I'm super not tired. I had a nap earlier and I'm full of energy drink. So can you cover for me if mum and dad like wake up and find out I'm not here? Now, I don't know how Luna could possibly do that. Obviously, Luna's having some familial distress, but Luna's like, sure, that's fine. I'd like to imagine they're feeling tense because their sibling was like, hey, I'm going to sneak out at midnight. And Luna's like, it's a terrible idea, which it is. All right, you guys, it's the middle of the night. It's like 1 a.m. and Ash has just arrived at the lab. He's come in through that little gap in the fence. Oh, look, the plant's been watered. That's lovely, isn't it? Is it raining? No. It's green swirly eye clouding. I thought I'd have him scan a couple of times. I know we're going to need a bunch of spores. And then we're going to have him go down to the deepest level. Traverse to the deepest part of the secret lab. Scanning time. Yeah, put the hazmat suit on, my dude. I love how they automatically walk down the stairs. Feels super ominous to me. Yes. Lovely. Beautiful. Very prophylactic. By which I mean protective in a covering kind of way. Alright, he's scanning, he's being cautious. Alright guys, we're going for it. Putting a lot of faith in spore filters and secondhand hazmat suits. Oh, there's another keycard door. What's the government hiding? Okay, so the spores are actually not through the whole area. They're just in that toxic hallway. It must vent somewhere specific or something. There's a leak here. It's doing really well. We're going to come into this part of the lab. I do think he would want to grab some more photos. All right, let's see what we can get photos of. So there's a really cool varietal. This is like the shiny version, I assume. And then there's this little thing here. And what the heck, that corridor's got all of the things. This is like some kind of creepy plant wonderland. Maybe we could get a photo of that. Remembering that he's trying to document a conspiracy theory. So he's taking lots of photos because he thinks that the government's hiding something and he wants to like figure out what that is and document it. Not necessarily for his fellow conspiracy theorist people, but because I think he views this as like a research project almost. Let's take a photo of this thing because this thing is this is like my least favorite thing because it twitches. They're actually torturing this thing. That's not cool. That's not cool. But it's time to go to the deep down part of the lab. So this is the final door. It's the final door. Ba, 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 ba. I apologize. You can do it, my dude. Oh, spook. Ash has completed Pathogenic Investigator. Obviously, this is what we're dealing with. Hi, Mother Plant. Now, this is the thing we definitely want to get a photo of. Look, they've kept it in a little electric fancy thing. So I was thinking, one of the reasons I wanted to do this challenge, you guys, in this particular save, is because we're going to be playing in this for 10 generations, and we've just started Gen 4. So I love the idea that over the course of the Not So Berry challenge, they cure Strangeville and they fix Sulani, because obviously Muapalam is trash in a starting save. I love that idea, you know, that this family over the course of generations is saving the world. So he's looking at this plant and he's like, wow, is this the source of all the little baby plants? I guess it must be. I wonder, can you scan in here? I've literally never tried it. Let's try scanning. It's actually really funny. You can! God, how many spore clusters would you get in here? Also, I love that it's like a 2-layer thing. I don't think there's any way to go down there, but I love the detail that it's got that kind of depth to it. So he's come in and he's like, cool, well, it seems contained. That seems very safe. So let's grab some samples here. So he's like, oh, okay, maybe I can get like a sample of the plant itself. Because he doesn't know that there's any kind of intelligence here. I mean, you could probably guess with the whole, you know, come to the creator, come to the mother, all of that kind of dialogue that the possessed Sims have, but where are you? What's happening? I don't know what's happening. Where did we fell through the floor? Attempt to communicate, maybe? Good work, Ash. Oh, it went through the roof. I didn't know it was going to do that if I put the roof up. Hi. How you going? I can definitely see why people say it gives some Demogorgon vibes. I hadn't actually seen Stranger Things first time I played through the Strangeville mystery. It's very dribbly for a plant. Why you need saliva for, huh? Alright, let's see what happens now. Okay, so it was like blah 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 and then stopped. I'm not going to attempt to fight it. School starts in an hour. Oh my goodness. Quick, go home. The parents are definitely going to notice. So he needs to vaccinate 3 Sims. He needs to create an experimental vaccine. I think he needs to test 3 and then he needs to make 3 more. So we need a lot. 5 spore clusters and 1 bizarre fruit. How many spore clusters we got? 24. So we've got enough for 4. So I'm going to have him concentrate on getting lots of fruits. I'm going to get you to run as fast as you can. Not because he's particularly concerned about that thing, although he would be a bit. I was going to have him try and get home, but I don't think I will. Whoa, lightning. That's fun. I guess we've reached a new phase, huh? Can I get you to harvest the bizarre fruit? And then remove that. And then you can go to school. I suspect all of Luna's best efforts to cover for him will not have been enough. Luna has probably said, oh no, he left early to go to school. He had a school project. Some dodgy excuse. But his phone, I expect when he walks out of the lab and gets back in reception area, his phone has blown up with messages from his parents. But in the meantime, we have another problem. Stop the infection. You've discovered the source of the infection plaguing Strangeville, an enormous mother plant buried in the base of the lab. The only way to get the town back to normal is to defeat the vile creature. Find a cure for the infection and assemble a team to destroy the mother plant. Well, he's gone to school. The other kids are at school. I'm going to have him study hard. Is there vines in every toilet in the house? No, this one's still free. Oh no, there it goes. That's why he was like, I can't pee. What do you mean? We need to get through this phase quickly, people, because I cannot handle this constantly. The kids have just come home and Marigold actually didn't have work today. I thought she did. I mean, Ash is kind of secretly Marigold's favourite child, but at the same time, I feel like Marigold is less tolerant of misbehaviour. You've got parenting level 9. What I'm hoping is she can ground him. She probably can't because, strictly speaking, the game won't recognise he's done anything wrong. I'm going to say criticize mood swing, which I normally don't do, but we're going to do it. And I think we're going to argue about house rules. Marigold's just a bit more of a blunt instrument in terms of her interactions with the kids. She loves Ash, but she's also worried Ash is maybe straying. Marigold's basically saying, you know, you can't just sort of sneak out without telling us we were worried about you. You know, if you needed help with a science project or something, why didn't you ask me? If you want to be able to maintain your straight A's and stuff, and he's lying and saying, well, the whole reason I went to school early is I wanted to be able to, you know, put in some extra time for the science fair. For her to be able to ground him, I need to have him do something. So he needs to demand independence. And we'll see if she can ground him for being mean. Discipline, yes. Strict? No. Punish. Here we go. Ground for being mean. Because he snapped back at her and she's like, you can't talk to me like that. That's completely disrespectful. And she's grounding him. Now, what grounding means in this context is this kind of stuff. We're going to say no leaving the house. It'd be interesting to see how this works. I don't think I've ever done this before. So he has a 24-hour moodlet. He cannot leave home. I've been grounded and can't leave the house. Well, he's super tired. He's also hungry, which makes me nervous because, I mean, you guys know why. So I guess I'm going to have him nap and then I'm going to have him come downstairs and get dinner. Why is Cara talking about the local bar? Marigold is fuming. I mean, she's probably thinking if he did actually leave the house to go work on a school project, why wouldn't he have asked me? Now, Jeb's actually just walking the dog and he's getting a good old look at the chaos that is this town now. I think he'd be actually really worried. I do need Luna to work on a relationship. Edison is their cousin. Leia is their best friend. Stella is mad. So we've got Ashley and Percy. I guess I can start a gathering. They can stay here. They can play basketball. Just because Stella's mad, they still, as a team, need to practice and stuff. So I'm going to do that. It's probably also part of Luna's effort to make sure that their brother's not completely socially isolated while being grounded. Mom, I need to have some friends over. We got to shoot hoops. And Marigold is a very fitness-focused sim. So I actually think she'd get that. Oh my God, they got in their uniform. They actually got in their uniform, except Stella. Oh no, I take it back. That's so exciting. That's the uniform I set last time. Oh, by the way, this is the little statue Marigold got. To infinity and beyond. Oh, that's actually a really cool screenshot. Loving that. I mean, it's no good as a thumbnail because we're not in that gen anymore, but how cool is that? These guys are all coming out. I was thinking, I'm not going to be super heavy-handed with Luna having them flirt with everyone on the team. I figured we'd just see how it went, you know? They all got in their athletic gear to shoot hoops. So annoying. Thought I actually had a club gathering working properly. It's unfortunate that you can't set this as athletic wear or that it doesn't override. Oh, wait, do you not actually know these guys? Unfaithful, active tomboy. Oh, wait, are you an adult? Yeah, that's a young adult. 14. All right, so that rules out Ashley. Let's try and make friends with Percy. Super interesting. Look, I'm on Ash. Collect microscopic samples stealthily. Harvest bizarre fruit stealthily. So in theory, he can break his grounded. He just can't do it right now because he's super tired. Oh, he's gone to hang out with his siblings' friends. He's like, yeah, I can hang out with the cool kids too. Yeah, why not? Maybe he'd be interested in Stella. Wait, is Stella a young adult? No, Stella's still a teen. I mean, they're all like the hot basketball sims. Let's splash Stella with Thorn and discuss the latest games. How did she react to that? Sometimes they get super mad. All right, let's have a look at first impressions for Luna with the ones that they didn't know. So, nature maniac thinks Percy's a nature maniac. Tree hugging, broccoli eating, beach walking kind of sim. Percy thinks Luna is cool. That is because Percy is not blind. How about Ashley? Overly energetic about Ashley? Really overly energetic? From you, Luna. They think Luna is immature, probably because of the slob thing. All right, it's the next morning. There's vines coming out of everywhere. It's very out of control. I'm going to have Ash attempt, because I mainly want to see what this does, because I've never done this interaction before. He's towing the line. He's going up to the edge of the path here. And then I'm going to have him attempt to harvest the fruit from this plant. He needs at least, I think, 6 bizarre fruit at a minimum. It is the weekend. Marigold is inside cleaning up after breakfast. Try and nurture this one. Be super sneaky. On your bike, very stealthy. Oh, breaking grounding, he might get caught. I mean, that's fair. I was curious to see if it would autonomously cue either of the parents to come and stop him, but it doesn't look like it did. I thought it might. In a way, it's a shame, but I guess it makes sense that they'd have to notice. Luna's working on their singing. They're getting pretty good. What's your singing skill, Luna? Singing 5. Look, that's not bad. He needs to make 3 experimental vaccines. I'm not going to have him do that now because there's no way he can go back to the lab to do it, and he has to go back to the lab to do it. So I think in the next part, I'll have him go down there and we'll make some vaccines / cures. It does both. It's a wonderful drug. And in the meantime, I'm going to have Luna continue to work on their skill. I think I might have them spend a bit more time with Percy. Just have them chill, get to know each other a bit better. But I'm not going to have them do anything romantic until I see what you guys think. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.